everyone. Welcome to the Sentai Hero Special here on the Morphin Network. We hope you're having a wonderful May the 2nd and a wonderful Thursday, TGIT, as some people like to call it.
Or
and we're here.
The world is TGIF, so we on that Friday mindset, baby. Let's get it.
That's right, because today we're discussing Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger, episode 9, delivers handles, and according to the wiki, it looks like it's the end of this arc.
You know what they've been doing lately? They've been doing right since Skits, actually since Dawn Brothers. They've been doing like splitting things in parts.
Yeah,
they doing it well.
And they're doing it well. I mean, Dawn Brothers, just 2 parts for the most part.
But it worked. It was just like them testing the waters. Dawn Brothers just like, let's do a little 2-parter. Revice is done. Bye, Vice. Don't need you no more. 2-parter. And to prove that Kaito is best boy. That was not up for debate. And then you got Gates doing multi-part arcs and actually letting you know which ones is which.
Thank you, Gates.
Genius.
By the way, Blu-rays now available for public purchase. You know, get a copy today. You won't be disappointed.
And then you got King Oger, which is literally saying, no, this is one season. This is another season, which, metal, perfect, love it. And
Gurren Lagann in live action format. And done with excellent execution. Like, it's crazy how much we call the Gurren Lagann-ness of King Oger, down to the fact that the first half has bad guys from underground, then you have a time skip, and then you have bad guys from space that control the very cosmos itself.
It's genius. And then now you have Boonboomger, which is laying out the multi-arc thing now. Yeah. Will it go in the realm of Geeks, or is it going to take what King Oger and Dawn Brothers did? Like, who knows? Yeah,
is this going to be are we because I know that episode 10 onward will be considered second lap. I know that technically in Gotchard we kind of discussed the first 2 arcs as one big arc because
I don't even know
it wasn't made clear that this is a new arc like they did with the second arc, third arc and the 4th arc. So it's like we kind of had to review it as one whole thing.
Honestly, I thought it was another. I started thinking it was a new arc when they added flow into the opening mix.
Yeah, see, for me, it's like basically the second arc is them hunting for those level 10 chemis. So basically, episodes 11 through 16 is just them hunting for level 10 chemis. So it's only a 6-episode arc. I'm like, wow, that's quite the arc you got there. But here it's like, wow, 9-episode arc. I'm not complaining because with Gates, we like the first / last arc is only 2 episodes, and it consists of literally just the 1 first episode and the 1 last episode.
Yeah, but then it has a reason for that.
Yeah, and then you have a 8-episode arc and then a 6-episode arc, and it makes sense. Yeah.
They pulled up flawlessly. You're dropping the ball. But with Boonboomger, basically the same thing with last week. Not much happens outside of just fighting Mad Rex and finding out about Taya's dream of why he wants to be part of the Big Bang Grand Prix, which is because Bundario was essentially one.
He's basically the bad guy from that one episode of Time Force, except he's the good guy here.
Yeah, so he comes from space got his license revoked. That I like that little nugget. It's like he got his license revoked, but we don't know why, we don't know how. So it's something to focus.
You know what I think might have happened? The Space Mafia were trying to rig stuff.
Like on some Speed Racer type joint.
Yeah, and then not just Speed Racer, like also Battle Angel Alita, where like they're trying to like fix like or even like the 2002 Daredevil movie. Was it 2002 or 2004? Anyways, it's like because like remember they try to fix the fight. Daredevil's dad won instead of throwing.
Well, that's just the Daredevil backstory.
Yeah, he gets murked. Then you have going further back, Pulp Fiction. Bruce Willis was supposed to throw. Bruce Willis was supposed to throw the fight, but he ended up killing the dude instead. Now he's on the run from Marcellus Wallace.
Yeah, so basically, you got the Daredevil literal comic backstory, which was used in the 03 movie and in the Netflix now Disney Plus series, Pulp Fiction, and so on and so forth. This is just a theory, but hell of a theory. And then so basically Bundario's license is revoked, and he's just gliding around the universe like it's nothing. Like, okay, Decade. Yeah.
And also, if you really think about it, we could like apophenically dissect this into.
It was because of Decade he lost his license.
No, it's because of freaking Agatha. Remember, she willingly took the fall for him. No, hold on. No, it's the work of someone much more sinister than Decade or Agatha. It's the work of Bowler Hat guy.
See, I was gonna go Deal, but Bowler Hat guy. Ooh, no. This is Sentai. It's because of the Bowler Hat's buddy, Green Morphin Master. See, we cracked the code. We figured it out. It's all big work.
And I'm wearing green. Oh no!
See,
she's on to
me. See what I mean? The Green Morphin Master's like, yo, we're not doing Power Rangers this year. Might as well screw around with Sentai since Truck Coon's failing heavily. I might as well just get involved.
Yeah, and since we're on this train of apophenic nonsense, let's take it further. What if Bundario was dealing with depression because he got his license revoked? What if he was, what if he was on a watch list because he was like feeling like he lost his raison d'etre? But then Taya helped him regain his willingness to live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, and that's basically Taya's dream. That's one thing about Taya I appreciate. He's just a bored rich dude.
Yeah,
like he is literally he could do anything in the world, but he's like, nah, I want to help you live out your dream. We're gonna do this, and it's like. Like Joe and Mira are rightfully mad because they think they're out here saving people. Especially Joe, he's thinking, no, I'm a cop. I want to help my community. And having superpowers like this will make me want to help my community more. And it's like, they're up in their fields, but at the same time, it's like, I'd rather have a leader that is just bored and wants to help people than, him essentially having the mentality of he has the access and smarts of Batman, but not the mental fragility of Batman.
Yeah, I'll say this. I still stand by how we basically took Dawn Brothers' the quality of writing with the characters of Kamen Rider Geats and gave it a Go Andrew skin. Because again, I stand by what I said earlier. Taya is basically Ace. Meter is basically Buffa. Shift is Neon. Axel is Kawa, and Break is Haruya.
Yeah,
you got our 5 favorite homies now with tires on their faces instead of animals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the thing about Taya that also makes me appreciate him more, just within the sense of Sentai lore, he's his own character, but he has characteristics of Moi Moi Taro, but also Captain Marvelous.
Yeah, I'll say this. Like, I feel like there's like I don't think it's explicitly stated, but the fact that he said he likes to tinker with like machines and stuff, and he felt so fired up about the concept of the Bang Bang Grand Prix. I think what Taya is basically he's what's his name, Tom from One Piece, where it's like, I want to create the ship that was sailed by the king of the pirates. So I want to build a car that will be driven by the future winner of the Big Bang Grand Prix.
Yeah, and again, he's a rich dude. He could be a stuck-up rich dude. He could be a snob, but instead he's bored. He's got nothing going on, so he's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna help you live out your dream. And if it means I'm gonna be a superhero, cool. Like, he's literally using his money for good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like how Ace Yukio just like slyly steals Keiwa's boost ride buckle, but then he donates a ton of money to Ginpen's son's surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, please excuse the alarm in the background if you could hear it. Clearly, someone's messing with the kitchen, and someone's messing with the kitchen. I know. Disappointed. Grandmother said this: never treat food crudely.
Nope. No, but yeah, no. So Taya is just that cool of a character, and yeah, again, you understand where Mia and Joe are coming from, because they expected to be helping people. And, she wanted to. She signed up to change up her life, and being a superhero, being used for this Grand Prix. Yeah, it took them by surprise. This is a big swerve. When I swerve, when I drive, swerve when I drive. Yeah. Shout out Swerve Strickland. Yeah, no, so yeah, they understand. Like, it's understandable, so they're upset, but it's like, they're also a little. I feel like they're a little too much in their feels, but then it's again, when Dario comes in and explains to them, like, nah, it ain't him, it's me. He's doing this for me, and then they're like, oh, we got your back, Bundario. Yeah, because now they understand Taya's conviction. And it's like, yeah, they gotta respect. Like, yeah, you're a bored rich dude that wants to just help people. Cool. And that just got them more fired up, especially after Dami Mommy's over here saying, because the ISA is notified about this, we're gonna have to shut down Boonboomger.
Yeah,
which she didn't want to do because she just loves Bundario.
Very noticeably.
Yeah, but then Mad Rex, he's over here like, oh, I'ma get you. I'm coming for that ass, Boonred. And then they're deployed. Taya wakes up, and then it's like, they were not gonna beat Mad Rex like that. No. Good on them for trying.
Yeah, but
Dami Mommy had to drive Taya because he's still injured, and she feels fire. She feels the Bakuage now.
Oh yeah, It's like your goal isn't to win the Big Bang Grand Prix. Your goal is to deliver people's dreams. You're a courier through and through.
It's the Moi Moi Taro in him.
Fuck.
I said he's got the Moi Moi Taro in him, but he also has the carefree. He has that devil may care carefree attitude of Captain Marvelous, and you see that in his friendship with Kashiro, because like once Taya arrives, they're like, Joe's like, nah, I'm here to help people. I'm gonna not feel Bakuage. Mira's like, hey, I'm taking control of the wheel. You ain't taking that from me.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Break. He's like, oh, I
want my VIP seat.
Yeah, I want my VIP seat. I just got the spotlight. You ain't taking that from me. And then Ishiro and Tai. Not much needed to be said. He's like,
yeah,
there you have it.
Yeah, and then they all transform together, and they finally figured out how to defeat Mad Rex by using teamwork. Oh my god, I can't believe we never figured that out until just now.
Yeah, and I can understand people are like, oh, because Mad Rex was defeated so easily with the help of the team. But it's like I get that from the sense of like we want our Reds to have their equal from the villain side, and it's that.
But also think about the theme that were established from the previous episode, because this episode, like Red basically said, "I don't need you guys. I can handle this," and Mad Rex is like, hey, none of these fools get you. Only I get you. It's just you and me against the universe, against each other.
That's like, that's that stereotypical Red versus big bad type of dynamic that we've seen.
Yeah, it's like it's like I was gonna say Takeru versus Juzo. It's like
Juzo, that's his name.
Yeah, like freaking. I still like say what you will about Power Rangers Samurai. I loved the fact that Kevin, I know it was a Ryunosuke in the Japanese version, like jumped through that ring of fire to save Jaden. Takeru in the Japanese version, but they kept it in the American version. Like that, like the fact that like the Blue Ranger was willing to die to save the Red Ranger. That's Kuwabara vibes right there. A Mulbear is a tree, and Kuwabara is a man. I will give my life your mesh, and I'll prove it.
Yeah, I like that. Like, in Shinkenger, basically Juzo's like, nah, you don't need them. It's just us. We are destined to battle forever. And they just took that here, and it's like, nah, man, I need my team. Mm-hmm. We need to help Bundario. We can't do that if you're over here, being whatever this is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, teamwork made that dream work.
Yeah.
And poor Yaru-chan. Poor Yaru-chan. This guy could not catch a break. At first, he's like, they're taping him up. They're like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, Herky squeeze. Bah! Got kicked out the way first off. He's like, yo, I want Boon Red. And then he's like, nah, bring him the hell
I feel bad for Yeah.
He's like, bring him the hell over here. I'm about to squeeze out that gasoline. They're like, no, please, no. They punted him like a football.
They literally squeezed the gas out of me.
He's like, nah. I'm about to he punted him. They punted him to him and just like no,
man, like I'm always like imagining Team Rocket putting that kind of abuse on Meowth, and I'm like,
they couldn't do it because Peter would have a field day.
Yeah, I mean, Peter would have a field day even if they didn't do that, and they did.
True.
Freaking Pokemon Black and Blue and its sequel Pokemon Red, White, and Blue. I'm surprised that a year later they didn't do Pokemon Red and Brown for Thanksgiving.
Man.
Because Pete'd be onto that, like making crappy Flash games to sell their propaganda instead of like, I don't know, stopping actual animal abuse. Which, by the way, we do not condone, just to be clear.
We do not condone that here.
Needless to say, one thing about this episode did make me sad.
That's why I'm Digimon. They're all ones and zeros.
And they acknowledge it.
And they come back in Digi-Egg, so they never really die.
Unless the Dark Masters take over Primary Village. Or Lucamon steals his fractal code. But Leomon, the Kennymon of Digimon.
You got basically your Leomon, the only Digimon that dies
all the damn time. It's like the moment Leomon or one of his variants shows up, And it's like, oh, look, it's Leomon. I wonder how he's going to die this time around.
It's so messed up.
Yeah, even in Frontiers, Jaeger Leomon dies.
Like, you Leomon? Nah. You part of that Leomon tree? Nah. Like, come on. What did he do? What did he piss off?
And man, I will say this, man. I love the sixth rangerness that is Koichi. Like freaking, like he is not in the digital world. His body is still in the human world. So he's basically a ghost. And then the ghost dies. But it's okay though. We got Suzanomon. It's kind of weird that his arch nemesis in this season is not Orochimon, but and also it's kind of weird because Suzanomon is a mega while Orochimon's an ultimate.
Digimon's weird.
Digimon is very weird, but I do appreciate that in Tamers actually did do the story of Susanoo and Orochi. Just no Suzanomon to be around.
Yeah, we didn't get Susanoo until Big Frontiers. We had Susanoo in Frontiers. Yeah. Yeah,
while Orochimon was in Tamers.
Irony.
Yeah, it's like a slapped high five. It's a missed high five.
It really is.
It's like, imagine an unstoppable force and an immovable object never meeting.
Yeah, for real.
But that's the exact opposite of what we got here in Boonboomger because power of teamwork. They Susanoo the heck out of Mad Orochi Rex, and like they like dismantle his armor and stuff, and then they kick his butt.
Yes,
and
with the new Lord Boonboomger Robo Knight.
Not to be confused with Gosei Knight.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like, is that a jab at us? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, did they just take a shot at us again? Toei.
I mean, to be fair, the evil mecha from Go Busters are called Megazords. So
that one, okay, I'll give them that. That was just because they were paying homage to Jew Ranger and Mighty Morphin. That's an homage.
Yeah,
but since Zenkaiger, they've been taking shots at us. Like,
it's Morphin time. Double Megazord.
Go Busters with homage.
Doctor Megazord.
Dawn Brothers. Zenkaiger, Dawn Brothers, King Oger, now Boonboomger. We're just taking the mainest strays from Toei because they're like, yo, you effed around with us. You got to find out what it's like. They're like,
yeah, and then we got those mecha from King Oger, which by the way are actual exoskeletons developed in Japan. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how like Japan has all of these engineering breakthroughs just to use them in Japanese Power Rangers.
To be petty, be like, yo, that's what you're doing with our footage? Say less. We deserve it, though.
It's a hilarious misuse of physical science, yet somehow I'm totally okay with it.
But that's not science. Science is just to be petty. In a sense, science and discovery is just some way to be petty to get back at something or someone. And you know
Not
what?
necessarily. Like science exists to just explore, learn, improve. Yeah. But like here, you're creating all these marvelous improvements just to be petty.
Hey, look, we deserve it. We did this. This was us.
Like it's like we created a hover bike. It will reduce the amount of land pollution and air pollution because it's completely electrical and can go over 60 miles per hour. Let's just use it for a TV show. We created this exoskeleton that would allow a human to lift more than 60 times their own body weight with incredible ease. Let's use it as a cockpit for a children's TV show.
Again, we did this. Like, they're probably like, okay, you want to do your little American exclusive things here and there? Fine. We'll use your battleizer because it's cool. Okay. We'll pay homage to you and Go Busters. Okay. Everything else is fair game. We effed around. We found out they are petty. They're like,
it's like that chart. The more you F around, the more you find out.
And this is just another one of like, oh, you want to call our Ghost Night Robo Night? Shit, we'll use Robo Night and it'll be cooler. Make our guy rap, please.
Yeah, and it looks like something straight out of Ghost. And it looks like something straight out of Ryu Soldier, but better. So not only is it a jab,
not anymore. Look, we took Ryu Soldier's been taking. Dino Fury's been taking hit after hit since Zenkaiger. We get it. We effed up bad.
And yeah, but the thing is, even in Japan, Ryu Soldier wasn't that very well received. So it's like, yeah, you think you could make fun of our seasons? No, we'll make fun of our own season even harder than you.
Yeah, we effed around, found out hard way. Look, honestly, I choose Ryu Soldier over Dino Fury, and it's nothing against Dino Fury. It's just easy layup. You didn't get it.
Yeah, it's it felt, and again, the cast was great. Don't get me wrong. It's just that the overall writing. It's like you tried making a lot of good ideas. And I see that the effort was put in there. But the thing is, it still felt incredibly cookie cutter.
Like, I will sit here, it's like, defend the cast from 2011 to now. I will defend every cast from the Neo Saban.
Absolutely.
To now. I will also defend them.
Absolutely.
But the mandates and like the feeling like you're trapped through the footage. Come on now, that's BS.
It's like the opposite of Kathleen Kennedy, where it's like, oh, we have no material to work with.
You had all the material to work with.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you wanted to be Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. Yeah. And seriously,
even Saved by the Bell took a Power Ranger, for God's sakes. You
yeah.
wanted to be Saved by the Bell so bad, Saved by the Bell took a Power Ranger.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy part is, it's like watching Victorious. I've only seen 2 episodes of Victorious. You know which 2 episodes they were. And shout outs to Stephen Felix, by the way.
Same. That'll always trip me up. They were in the same episode.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Today, you know how there's like those movies that you watch when you're trapped at your grandma's house and she doesn't have cable.
Yeah.
Like no Cartoon Network, no Nickelodeon. So you watch whatever direct-to-video movie you're watching. So I remember this one movie in particular that I remember. Actually, I remember 4 of them in particular. And this one specific one, turns out the 2 male leads for this one were Neil Patrick Harris and John Galacki. It's like, I knew like this movie existed. As a kid, never learned the movie's name. I just remembered the plot of the movie because I saw the movie on like on NBC or WB or ABC or whatever on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, yeah, those days.
And wow, watching it again now, it's like, I can't believe that this was Neil Patrick Harris and John Galacki. And I'm like, damn, John Galacki looked good back then. But yeah.
Roundabout way. Boonboomger just took a shot at Power Rangers Mega Force. It's warranted. We deserve this. So we got, since Zenkaiger came out in 2021?
Yep. 2021.
We've got another, let's see. When did so that's 13 or so. Basically, we've got a good couple of more years for Toei to just keep taking shots at us from, because they had we had Power Rangers from Samurai to Cosmic Fury, 2011 to 2023. So that's 12 years. We've got a ways to go until they're done with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we deserve this, so it's okay.
Yeah. And so they take out Mad Rex. And the one thing I hate about Mad Rex dying is his pupper goes with him. Honestly, for me, that's like the one thing I hated about the episode.
I hated the fact that he had to go, but I'm hopeful he comes back. But if he doesn't, you know what? Hell of a first run in Boonboomger.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the end of the first arc, and he says, "You won't live up to boss."
Which I'm like, ooh.
Those were his final words. Ooh, scary. But then the team celebrates, and Miss SPD over here has a present for Boondaris, and what's funny is like Taya not so subtle is like, hey, why don't you give it to him yourself? I already know you're into him. Like I honestly don't care. You do you, boo boo. She's like, I'm not into.
And then Cashiro's like, here, and then both Bundario and Break are like, oh, our favorite idol. That's why I'm like, yo, I love Break. Like, he's so cool, but then he's just such a geek. He's awesome. And yeah, that's it. Part 1 of Boonboomger is done. So first thoughts on the arc, then thoughts on the episode.
Yeah. No, we're doing it backwards this time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. The arc, I think it did a great job establishing these characters, and I love how it's like this season has everything going for it to make me hate it, and yet somehow I don't.
Yeah.
It's like this has everything that makes a Sentai season that I dislike. I struggle. Like, I'm still only 30 episodes into Go Sager. I'm only halfway through Kyoruger. I'm only 10 episodes into Kira Majors. I'm legit struggling with those seasons. Ninja. I had to fight my way to finish it because
Ninja I watch weekly. That's how you just watch
Ninja. I muscled through it because they did my man Yakumo dirty.
No. Ninja always had the most. Ninja had one thing going: a cameo with Yoshi Sadar. So we wasted that. Wasted that. Yeah. But no, with
Ninja Steel somehow made up for it.
I boozed through Kira Major.
Yeah. No, Kira Major. It's like I could not even finish it. I know I will have to. Go Sager. Go Sager, I'm surprised.
I tried.
Go Sager, I'm surprised I made it to 30. I made it to 30. That is a personal accomplishment because when the show was airing, I dropped out at episode 12.
No, I'll never forget. Me and that's with my ex. Me and her bored Sunday. I watched Megaforce the day before. I'm like, all right, let me watch the episode. It's based off from Go Sager. I couldn't even watch that episode. I'm like, wow, both were bad. And she's just like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, you're not gonna understand this because you only know Power Rangers. But I'm trying to watch the equivalent of the Power Ranger I just watched to see if it's just as good. It isn't. And she's just like, she just looked at me confused and it's like, you just wasted your time doing that. I'm like, yeah, we could have been doing anything else, but
you could have been watching Turbo Ranger, which Turbo Ranger is basically never-ending story crossed with Power Rangers Turbo.
I could have done anything with my day. And this is 2013. I could have done anything else in my day. But no, wanted to try and watch Go Sager to compare. But, all in all, yeah. Boonboomger had a lot working against it.
Yeah, it had a lot of the red flags that made the 3 aforementioned seasons, well, 4 technically, difficult to watch. But somehow it worked out great. Yeah. This is a damn good season. And again, I think it's because it's got that Dawn Brothers energy with that Kamen Rider Geats cast. But they just put a Go On Your skin over it. Yeah. And again, Go On Your, not a particularly great season either, because even that, I dropped out at 24, but at least I was able to finish it, no problem, when I went back to it. Unlike the other seasons I mentioned. But at least I could say, yes, I finished Go On Your. I finished Ninja. Go On Your was easier to finish than Ninja, to be fair. But, But yeah. Boonboomger is criminally good. It has no right to be good. It ain't Dawn Brothers. It ain't King Oger. And yet somehow it's up there. They're practically a trilogy.
The most. We are coming off of great seasons. We were on a Kira Major isn't bad. It just had something against it. It didn't really help that we got locked down at that time either.
Yeah.
So Kira Major is just okay. But then Zenkaiger comes out. I'm like, okay, we're going up. Dawn Brothers just said, nah, shoot for the stars. And we plateaued and just stayed there throughout King Oger. And so, yeah, you got 2 amazing seasons back to back. And I'll sit here and say that Zenkaiger should be part of the conversation as well, but that's just me. Whatever. But definitively 2 amazing seasons back to back. You got that going against you off jump. Then the helmets don't help your case. But like I said, the helmets are overshadowed by the greatness.
Yeah, and I love how they poked fun at the fact that the helmets do indeed look ridiculous.
Yeah.
But not in a way where it's they're trying to bury the lead on it, but more like they embrace the lead.
Yeah, they are embracing it. And so, yeah, great way to introduce the characters. It gave them each, the characters that were introduced to the team have their motivation to be on the team. Mm-hmm. And
except for the Blue Ranger, which we still don't know yet.
And I think that's good. We don't know. We find out later. Basically, it gave us more to look forward to with Blue, Dario. Taya, you don't need to know much about him. He's just a rich dude who just wants to help people.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all his character needs. Like a Carter Grayson. He's just a dude who wants to help people. Don't need much development from that.
Yeah. But at least Carter Grayson did have the backstory. He was rescued by Captain Mitchell as a kid. That inspired him to become a firefighter.
Well, yeah. Well, he had the backstory of being saved by a firefighter, but we didn't know it was Captain. He didn't know it was Captain Mitchell until much later on in the series.
Episode 18.
Damn, he did. But that's still good. Oh, well, I'm still me. That's it. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about certain Reds. Yeah, you can have a backstory. You don't need need much. The Reds that don't need development are my most favorites. The ones that get development are just as good as well. But
it's I'm not a fan of Chosen One archetypes because it's been overdone, and they're usually done in a way that hinders other characters' developments because they're practically unimportant compared to the Chosen One archetype. Case in point, Mystic Force, Xander, fantastic character development, but it means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of the entire plot of the show.
Yeah,
entire plot of the show, and because it's all that matters is that we keep Nick alive. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Shinkenger, same thing. Let's be honest.
Shinkenger, keeping Takaru alive was more of just a hide Karu.
Yeah.
So he wasn't really a chosen one. He was just chosen to hide the real chosen one.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like they later find out, hey, we have to work together to use the sealing disc. So like I love how like Moi Moi Taro, like technically he is a chosen one, not the chosen one, a chosen one, but he's like, yeah, I don't care about this whole chosen one nonsense. I just want to eat curry and deliver stuff to people. Yeah. Like freaking Gira, it's like he is the chosen one, but we don't know that till later on, and he still rejects being the chosen one. It's like it's like no, I'm not your sword, but I will be your shield.
Yeah, no, Gira's just awesome. And then Ukyo Ace. He basically cheated his way to being the chosen one.
Yeah, no.
He cheated his way.
Yeah, see, here's what I love about Percy Jackson books is like in the first one, Percy Jackson is not the chosen one. He is one of many chosen ones, but just happens to be the only one available to do the quest.
Mm-hmm.
In the second one, he's technically on a side quest. He's not even the main character of. It's like the Two Towers where like Frodo's technically the main character, but we're focusing on Aragorn and Legolas instead of Frodo for the entire film.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
And in the third one, he is a sidekick. He's not even the main character. The main character is the sidekick to the main character. And in the fourth one, his sidekick is the main character while he is a sidekick.
Get yourselves a Sam. He's a real one.
Yeah. So Ace Yukio, it's like he's technically not the chosen one, but he cheated his way into being a chosen one archetype.
Mm-hmm.
Where none existed.
Yeah, but...
So Taya. If anything, Boomdaris is the chosen one, and Taya is his chronicler.
Yeah. And that again, it's like we don't know what's going on, but we will down the road. No pun intended.
Mm. Yeah, it's funny. So recently I saw a YouTube channel where someone took the civilian footage of tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills, and instead of using the garbage tokusatsu footage from that show, they replaced it with Bioman footage. The only downside is for some reason Gorgax is bio green instead of bio red. Feels kind of weird. But yeah, their fifth ranger is none other than Gorgax himself. It's like just to give you an idea, imagine if there's only 4 teenagers with attitude instead of 5, and then Zordon becomes a black ranger instead of Zack. That's basically what it's like.
Okay.
Good on you for the editing.
Well, okay. Well, to episode's a 10. Just great bounce off from last episode, and obviously learning more of the conviction of Taya, and yeah, great teamwork all in all. Poor Yaru-chan, but
yeah,
he'll bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm sad Mad Rex is gone. He's so cool. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the second lap entails.
Yeah. Obviously, we're probably going to get a new general. Hopefully, we're going to get some more backstory to the Blue Ranger since we haven't seen his yet. But we know that the first episode is going to feature a pink and orange working together. So time for some chemistry tests. Because we already saw black and blue work together. We've seen Black and Pink sort of work together. Let's see how Orange and Pink.
Well,
and
Black and Pink don't need much chemistry because they're both just so chummy off rip, so they don't need to worry about that. But Black and Blue definitely needed that because Blue is so who he is.
Yeah.
Pink and Orange, I don't think they need much chemistry, but it's still interesting to see.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think there's gonna be like, I think if anything, they're gonna have some kind of dichotomy of like being improvisational versus being meticulous, because think about it, because in the Pink's earlier battles, she was basically improvising because she's inexperienced. Yeah, and she still is. Meanwhile, Orange is extremely meticulous because he brought a trampoline and a mirror to a sword and gunfight.
Yeah, like he's just like always a step ahead.
Yeah,
like, and not like he's like so meticulous. Like he's just like he goes with the flow and just is just prepared.
Yeah,
like that. So I respect. Orange.
Yeah, it's like Earth 1 versus Earth X versions of Captain Cold, where it's like make a plan, follow through on the plan goes off the rails, throw out the plan. While like Earth X, Captain Cold is like, it's like, no, that is stupid motto. You have to plan out everything to the last minute detail. So I think that's the kind of dichotomy we're gonna get between Pink and Orange, where it's like you need to be able to do some planning ahead, but also be flexible to improvise when needed. Yeah. Like a middle ground, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree. The arc as a whole, 10, and the episode a 10 because we get our payoff.
Yeah, no, all 10s.
Yeah.
And again, I'm looking forward to this race. But
yeah, this season is better than Go Ranger. It's better than Kira Major. Heck, I'll even say I like it better than Lupin Ranger.
Yeah, no. I love Lupin, but Lupin did have its downsides. The main downside on Lupin is because you focus so much on the Lupin Ranger, the Power Rangers felt like an afterthought sometimes. And it's like that. Yeah, I gotta admit, sometimes it felt like the Power Rangers just took the backseat, even though they were so cool in their own. Like, and they could definitely bring more. It should have had more focus on them. Like, they didn't need, and it's like basically with Power Ranger, all they needed to do was just be cops. They didn't need a backstory. They could just show their character traits like they did. So I think that's what we need more. Just more focus on them. They didn't need detailed backstories. Just they got character beats off rip. Just give them some wins. That's it.
Yeah, but like the thing for me is the Power Rangers had better character personalities. Like I felt like the Power Rangers, like as people, were more relatable to me than the Lupin Rangers were. And don't get me wrong, I love reading Arsène Lupin novels. Like I actually read Arsène Lupin novels. Like freaking, I'm surprised it didn't have like a Herlock Sholmes reference. But like they gave so much story focus to the Lupin Rangers that the Power Rangers felt too much like an afterthought. And if anything, I feel like what would have really improved on things is if instead of having 2 Red Rangers and 1 Sixth Ranger who's both like Lupin and Pat, we instead should have a Red Ranger one Red Ranger who's like a double agent who's both Lupin Red and Patron Red, while making Lupin Silver and Patron Gold like 2 separate characters, maybe twins, but like make Red the singular character with the 2 forms instead of the Sixth Ranger. That way, he could make sort of like in between final form, could be his battleizer, and he even could be a direct reference to Herlock Sholmes, where like Like he's a private eye. He's technically not part of the police, so like he's doing his own rogue investigation, but he's also not a villain, that sort of thing. And then we'll have 7 Rangers with 7 colors, restore a little bit of that tradition to it, kind of combine elements of Hurricaneger with Goanger, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. Also, I would find it interesting if Dami Mami became the 6th Ranger this season, because
I want that. This is a week of Dami Mamis. This and Gotchard, but the damn Kamen Riders. What happened to Zeranos? What happened to you, man? What happened? Did you fall out that bad with Ryoto's sister that you just had to go evil? Take the cage?
Well, it's a different timeline.
Oh, okay. You took the Cade's gimmick and just ruined the cards. And they just killed off my Dami Mommy. One episode, and you just kill off my Dami. What? Why? Why can't I have nice things in Gotchard?
Oh yeah, and that's another thing I would say. The more excellent Boonboomger is, the more I'm reminded of how bad Gotchard is.
Just like, what happened to you, Zeranos? What happened to you?
Because again, Geets, good. Dawn Brothers, good. King Oger, good. Boonboomger, good. Like freaking Gotchard is being walled off from all sides of Sentai and Riders that are much better. And I swear, if it turns out that the next Kamen Rider after Gotchard will be on Geets's or at least 01's level of excellence, I'm going to be equally upset. Not because I want the next Kamen Rider to fail. No, I want it to succeed. But I'm going to be upset because I want Gotchard to succeed, and it's failing me.
It's like, Gotchard is not bad. It's just hindered. Basically, Gotchard is doing the Power Rangers route of things. Although Gotchard is better than most Power Ranger seasons that we've had of late, so you got that going for you.
See, it's trying too hard to be Forze, but it's not Forze.
Forze is its own beast.
See, the beauty of Forze is that all the other characters, the ones that are not Kamen Riders, they still get substantial focus.
Mm-hmm. They mattered.
They mattered. Every episode. Heck, there was even an episode where all of them were actively investigating who Cygnus was.
Yeah, so...
And then Nozama gets jumped.
So don't be Forze. That's the lesson. That's the lesson here. Don't be Forze.
No, no. Yes and no. Be Forze in terms of how good Forze is. Don't be Forze in terms of like copying Forze only to fail at understanding what made Forze great in the first place. Grandmother said this: it's okay to copy others, but only to understand your true self.
That's such is life.
Yeah.
But yes, what do y'all think about the first part of Boonboomger? What do you think of this episode? You guys sound off in the comments over.
Yep.
Yonder.
You wanna take us live?
Let's see. You guys are some awesome. we always come with the conspiracies. Always with the conspiracies because they're true.
Bowler hat guy.
We have hell. Where is our? Actually, I'll look it up now. So nobody ain't tell us nothing about the damn King Oger team up yet. I want to know what happened to our boy Minoru.
I want to know what happened to Yanma.
He got his dream. Got to hang out with Deke Yellow. It should have been me.
It should have been Yugi. It should have been me. Lol Kabuto did a Tendo quote. Yeah.
Yes, I still miss his YouTube channel. I miss his cooking show. It's so good.
Oh yeah, the real Hiro Mizushima. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, guys. Hello, Edward. How are you doing?
How
are you guys doing tonight? If you're wondering, I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing great. You know, everyone should be doing great. Yeah. It would have been awesome if they did some old Ron Wasserman soundtrack for Cosmic Fury. Now that would have been epic, but Hasbro just sees Power Rangers as an IP to make money that don't see how the fans see it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'll say this. With all the stuff that's been going on lately, I have to be honest. Yeah, it does really seem like Power Rangers is a cursed IP, or like no matter who gets handed off to after Disney, it just gets mismanaged horribly in one way or another.
Yeah, like it's fun. Ron Rossman got his flowers in X-Men 97, so it's all good.
Wow, another Tendo quote.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're full of them. We're chock full of them.
Yeah. Yeah. My grandma actually knew a lot of good stuff that she taught me, so it's very important to pass the wisdom along, because grandmother said this: children are the greatest treasure. Anyone who disrespects that is worse than human. Yeah. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed our little nuggets of wisdom. And if you enjoyed us ranting about how awesome Boonboomger is and how horrible Gotchard is, you can follow us, like us, subscribe to us, comment on our feeds and chat boxes and comment sections. Share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithms. We do Ultraman Tiga on Mondays. We're almost done with Tiga, so stay tuned for the last 4 episodes. And then the movie of Kamen Rider Gotchard on Wednesdays, Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Kiva on Sundays. And yes, we are doing, we're like 2/3 into Kiva, so yeah. If you haven't seen our past discussions about that season, be sure to watch our previous videos about it. And check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show. We do movie reviews, video game news. And this month, we're going to be doing the Shrek Tetrilogy in honor of the 20th anniversary of Shrek 2.
And just to let y'all know now, All-Stars is not a Shrek thing. It's a Digimon thing. And even before it was a Digimon thing, it was used for the movie Mystery Men. Check your facts.
Yep. I love that that Ben Stiller cameo. Yeah, one time one time I did this thing called Rick Star, where I start off with the Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up," and just when it gets to the chorus, you know the rules, and so do I. Full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You won't, and when I'm asking you and telling you how I'm feeling, gotta make you understand. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your show on, get paid. You were expecting a Rick Astley reference, but it was Smash Mouth. Koro Smash Mouth da.
Yes. Y'all have been educated at the end of this. You're welcome. Check out The Buttery Show. Yeah,
and of course, you can check out our personal content right here on YouTube and Twitch.
Yes, sir.
Mention-gate.
Yes, working on the Tokusatsu edits, so it'll be up hopefully soon.
Yeah, and you can find me on Instagram and on Twitch, Boken_Kabuto, twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. With all that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed all of the in-sync jokes that we've made in the last 2 days.
It's gonna be
May. It's a great song, too. It's a great song. Yeah. All that I do, it's not enough for you. We hope you enjoyed the Tokusatsu show. We'll review it next time. This next time on Sunday. Bye, guys.
Later.